There lived a girl named Zaya in a quiet town far from the chaos of the world. She lived with her father and her younger sister, Nalia. Her mother had passed away when Zaya was just 13, and from that moment on, something inside her dimmed. She didn't cry much. She didn't scream. She just ate. Food became her secret escape. It filled the silence. It dulled the ache. Each bite gave her a few seconds of comfort, a moment where the pain didn't feel so sharp. Her father, a gentle man with calloused hands and tired eyes, did his best to keep their small family whole. But grief is a quiet thief. It doesn't always take loudly, it just keeps taking. And for Zaya, it took her confidence, her smile, her energy, and eventually, her health. By the time she turned 18, Zaya stood in front of the mirror and barely recognized herself. Her face was puffier, her stomach round and heavy, her back carried rolls she never noticed before. The girl in the reflection looked tired, not just physically, but spiritually. That morning, she whispered something to herself she hadn't said in years. "I miss you, Mom, but I miss me too." She decided she needed to take her life back. She started small, cutting her meals, drinking more water, skipping dessert. But a week in, the cravings came crashing like a wave. She relapsed. One night turned into two into four. Before long, she found herself back in the kitchen, eating in the dark. Shame wrapped around her like a second skin. Maybe I'm not strong enough, she thought. Maybe this just isn't for me. Then came her sister's 15th birthday. Zaya had bought a beautiful emerald green dress, soft satin with flowing sleeves and gold details. It was supposed to be her moment. But when she slipped it over her head, it stopped at her ribs. She pulled, she twisted, she sucked in, but the zipper refused to move. Tears welled up, and in that mirror again, this time with her makeup half done and the dress halfway on, she saw it. The look of defeat. She didn't go to the dinner. She said she was sick. She stayed home, sat on the edge of her bed, and cried harder than she had in years. But in the quiet that followed, something shifted. This time, the voice inside wasn't shaming her. It was firm, it was clear, and it said, determined, "You've been surviving long enough. It's time to start living." The next morning, she woke up at 5 a.m., no excuses, no filters. She put on old leggings, tied up her hair, and walked into the nearest gym. It was awkward. She was the biggest in the room, but she kept showing up, day after day. She started meal prepping. No more late-night snacks, no more sugary drinks. There were days she wanted to quit. Oh, so many. But every time she thought about giving up, she remembered that dress. She remembered the girl in the mirror. And she remembered that she never wanted to feel that helpless again. 6 months passed, she stepped on the scale. 70 kilograms, she stared at the number, and then she laughed. Not because of the weight loss, but because of everything she gained. Her confidence, her energy, her peace, herself. Zaya didn't do it all at once. She didn't get there because she was perfect. She got there because she took one step and didn't stop.
Moral reflection. If you're listening to this today, maybe there's something you've been afraid to start. Maybe you've failed before. Maybe you're scared you'll fail again. But hear this. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to take the first step. Even when you're scared, even when you're tired, even when no one claps for you. The things you want, the peace, the success, the transformation, they're not far. They're right in front of you, but you have to reach. You have to move. You have to start. Because consistency pays, and everything you're dreaming of starts with one step.